Well, this is the first full day here at the camp. I was going to originally go out onto Saginaw Lake, and I had some issues with my polk sled poles, and I just decided to follow a snowmobile trail and then kind of veer off that, and not too far from the road or anything, far enough away to get so you don't hear anything, but just kind of entered away and dragged my sled with some rope and found a nice little spot along a lake to set up camp. So I did. And I set up camp yesterday. I was kind of busy. I was trying to beat the daylight, or I should say beat the sun going down, or whatever you want to call it. I only had a couple hours of daylight to get things going, get things set up. And I had to dig out some snow and figure out what trees I was going to use. And it took some time to do. So it took me about 2 hours to set up camp properly, 2.5 hours. And then I had to process some wood down and get the stove going. But then it was kind of dark. GoPro doesn't work too well in the dark, I found out. So I had a nice night last night. I ate some chicken broccoli Alfredo. That was fantastic. I pre-cooked it, and then I froze them in individual packets, and then I reheated everything up over the stove, and it worked out very well. So I think tonight I'm going to have some Polish sausage, pierogi, and some grilled onions and some potatoes, some peppers. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do tonight for dinner. I had oatmeal this morning for breakfast. That was very good. So I set up camp last night, and after dinner and getting settled in, I sat by the fire until about midnight. And then I laid in my hammock over here, which I currently have covered in a tarp because there is some condensation that had built up overnight, and it's dripping. So in order to protect my sleeping bags my sleeping bag, and I guess you could call it a sleeping bag. It's an interesting sucker, it is. It works as a sleeping bag, but also works to engulf the hammock. So here it is right there. And if you can see inside, the hammock's inside of that, and it runs through, and there's a little hole at the top of the sleeping bag here that allows the hammock to run through. So it completely encapsulates the hammock. So there's no pressure on the down sleeping bag. So it just stays fluff and super warm and comfortable inside. No other blankets are necessary, and it was down pretty cold last night. This is a 0 rated bag. It's from Hike and Bike. And it's down. It's goose down. I forget the fill power on it. But either way, it worked very well, and I highly recommend them. And the zipper goes down the middle of it, which is really nice. So you're not fighting the zipper off to the side, and it's just perfect. So, and then I also have a One Tigress underquilt that I added onto it. That kind of helps give a little bit more warmth. I don't know. I don't think I need it, but also some protection from underneath too, because I kind of like having that protected. So a little extra, another layer, and having some protection I think is worth bringing this. Also, it helps keep this guy dry. I don't want the down getting wet. This is all polyester fill, so if this gets wet, I can dry this out. But the down can't get wet. So that's the hammock setup, and I have it running through the tent right now, as you can see. And it's going quite well. I slept really good last night. I slept about, 8.5 hours. Woke up a few times to go to the bathroom, which was good. So I was plenty hydrated. I have plenty of water. Obviously there's a few feet of snow everywhere, so I have plenty of water there. I also brought a gallon of water too. It's one nice thing about having a sled is you can bring a little extra. A little extra. Put a couple more pieces of wood on the fire here. I should probably put the mask back on when not in use. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand here. I didn't have a mount ready to go for the GoPro. So I just got done splitting some wood. But yeah, this is kind of inside of camp life. I'll stand up here a little bit and show you what I got going on. So on this side is my sled and my gear bag. Kind of have that all situated, so that's nice. All my gear stays, I don't even have to unpack anything, it just stays nice in that waterproof bag. And I can close it over, like, you know, just flap over the lid, and it prevents any water from when the condensation drips from getting inside. Then I brought my sled in here, and I had gone through my food, and I just kind of dumped it all out right there, kind of going through things today. So yeah, that's also my backpack full of clothes and other warm things that I had. And then over here is my little seating area there. I have a blanket, small little fleece blanket over this chair here. It's from Blue. I don't know. Very comfortable chair though. It's got a high back, and I can put my head back against it with very ease and comfort. So I like that. Not all of them are created equal. Plus it has decent snow feet for underneath. And the condensation's dripping pretty good over there. And then I have that guy closed right now. He's kind of flapping open at the bottom. I was running in and out there. Also wanted to get some more air in here to kind of clean out the condensation a little bit. Or clear out the condensation, I should say. So yeah, just sitting by the fire. I'll take you guys outside in a little bit. I'm not ready to go out yet, but the next video will be outside. So if you want to sit here with me by the fire a little bit, that would be nice.